Our daily Bible reading for December 26th. Our reading today comes from Revelation chapter 17. The book of Revelation chapter 17. We'll begin reading in verse 1. Then one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who is seated on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality, and with the wine of whose sexual immorality the dwellers on earth have become drunk." And he carried me away in the Spirit into a wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of abominations, and the impurities of her sexual immorality. And on her forehead was written a name of mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and of earth's abominations. And I saw the woman, drunk with the blood of the saints, the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. When I saw her, I marveled greatly. But the angel said to me, "Why do you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman, and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns that carries her. The beast that you saw was and is not, and is about to rise from the bottomless pit and go to destruction. And the dwellers on earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, will marvel to see the beast, because it was and is not and is to come. This calls for a mind with wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman is seated. They are also 7 kings, 5 of whom have fallen. One is, the other has not yet come, and when he does come, he must remain only a little while. As for the beast that was and is not, it is an 8th, but it belongs to the 7, and it goes to destruction. And the 10 horns that you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received royal power, but they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour, together with the beast. These are of one mind, and they hand over their power and authority to the beast. They will make war on the Lamb, and the Lamb will conquer them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those with him are called and chosen and faithful. And the angel said to me, "The waters that you saw where the prostitute is seated are peoples and multitudes and nations and languages. And the 10 horns that you saw, they are the beast. They and the beast will hate the prostitute. They will make her desolate and naked, and devour her flesh, and burn her up with fire. For God has put it into their hearts to carry out his purpose by being of one mind and handing over their royal power to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. And the woman that you saw is the great city that has dominion over the kings of the earth." A few thoughts for today. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. George Santayana. Knowing history is an important part of understanding who we are today. All countries come from somewhere. The United States has been called the melting pot of the world because people have streamed from every corner of the globe to share in its riches. Daniel wrote in his Old Testament book concerning Rome. Rome is described first as part of the great statue in chapter 2 that Nebuchadnezzar was troubled by in his dream. The head of gold was Babylon. The breast and arms of silver was the Medo-Persian Empire that would come shortly. The belly and thighs of bronze was Greece, and the legs of iron and feet partly of clay and partly of iron was Rome. He wrote, "Then there will be a 4th kingdom as strong as iron, inasmuch as iron crushes and shatters all things. So, like iron that breaks in pieces, it will crush and break all these in pieces. And in that you saw the feet and toes, partly of potter's clay, and partly of iron. It will be a divided kingdom, but it will have in it the toughness of iron, inasmuch as you saw the iron mixed with common clay. And as the toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of pottery, so some of the kingdom will be strong, and part of it will be brittle." Daniel chapter 2, verses 40 through 42. But there was more to Daniel's interpretation of the dream, for he tells of another kingdom that will be established in the days of the 4th kingdom that will endure forever. He continues, "And in the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom which will never be destroyed. And that kingdom will not be left for another people. It will crush and put an end to all these kingdoms. but it will itself endure forever. Daniel 2:44. The Roman Empire would give its power to others to rule under her. The 10 horns are these. This is also part of Daniel's prophecy. We will see these later in Revelation. They will have authority for a short time, or as he calls it, 1 hour. Their purpose? To serve the beast. Ultimately, they will turn on Rome. Gibbon's reflections in the decline and fall of the Roman Empire confirm that Rome imploded from within. Iron and clay do not mix, and only cause weakness that in the end was shattered. Knowing our history helps us see the meaning of what John wrote, what the early Christians experienced, and what the Roman Empire suffered. All who stand opposed to God shall suffer the same fate as Rome. Question of the day. Do you see similarities with any nations today to that of Rome in John's day? And finally, a thought to meditate on today. We are seeing in detail the final scenes unfolding before us. God is about to destroy Rome. And those are our thoughts for today, December 26th.